Hi there, Bridget Lesardiel, founder of Women Talk and also your host here at the Women Talk podcast. I just wanted to take a couple minutes of your time to discuss the podcast and how the layout all happens. We are going to start with first doing an introduction, which may be recorded at a later date from the applications that you send us. So make sure that your bio and introduction is very relevant to your talk. If you're going to give us a bio about being a nurse, but then are going to share a talk about someone you've coached, sometimes it's disconnected. So make sure that your bio is connected to what you're going to talk about and that it makes sense. We are then going to lead you immediately into sharing your story, your 5 to 8 minute story. Now, I strongly suggest that you actually write down your story so that you are prepared and that you can even read off paper, because this is going to be used as a podcast. Now, I've put together a little 5-minute talk formula that you can use to craft your story. I really like the 3-act structure of a talk, and there are different ways of structuring that. So download our free PDF file on how to structure your 5-minute talk, and then write it down, type it, practice it, and then when we arrive to the podcast and we're ready to record, we are just going to fly through. Now, don't worry about being perfect, because Women Talk is not about perfection. It's about being real, and it's about sharing strong stories that we believe in. Don't worry about not being correct, because this is your story. Therefore, no matter what the story is, it is the correct story. So I hope that this helps a little bit. If you leave anything out, we're actually going to follow up with an interview. So you can bring it up and we'll finish the interview. Depending on how long your story goes, we try to make the podcast go for 20 minutes. So there's plenty of time to touch up on all the points that you'll miss during your story sharing. And remember, even if the podcast is about your business, make it the story of your business. I will see you at our next podcast.